Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for December 29th through January 2nd. First, I want to talk about the storm that will be affecting the Northeast. First, here's a look at the current surface map. This is like we see snow reaching up into central New Jersey. There's snow out in Pennsylvania, and so forth. So this system is developing. It's right down here off the mid-Atlantic coast. And we'll take a look at the latest radar too. And this shows where the snow is falling. This is rain. So snow hasn't really reached to the north. You can see it's still snowing in, or it is snowing in Pennsylvania and so forth. But this storm is going to be a doozy. So we're going to get to that right now. Okay, we have this cold dome of high pressure over eastern Canada or New England. And this provides the cold air into the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic. But here we are at 7 p.m. this evening. We see we have snow that'll be falling, but this will be rain. But the low levels might be warming across areas from Washington, D.C. into southern New Jersey, and that will cause maybe a mix or a changeover to rain. But to the north and west, it'll be typically all snow. Now, let me show you this. Okay, we're going to go back. This is what we're forecasting. Now this is at 7 p.m. Let me try to get, it's jumping around a little bit. 7 p.m. And it's jumping around again. Okay, I'm going to try to freeze it right here. We're going to go to 7 p.m. And I think this is where the cutoff line will be for the changeover, and I think it'll be just south of that line here. So areas like Philly, Washington, D.C., Atlantic City, there'll be rain. Now, let me get to this. Oh, I did it again. Okay, there. Okay, so then we have the storm that'll be lifting northeast. It looks like it goes by the 40 degrees, 70 degrees west latitude, and then by Thursday evening, it's pretty much, we have light snow and it ends and it moves east-northeastward. This is a GFS. We take a look at the European ensembles. Here's where the 540 line is, right here. And then by 7 p.m., it is gone. And then we look at the European high resolution. Shows the storm, moving northeastward. And now we're looking at the Canadian-European ensemble, the European ensembles. Now, there's been a trend in the last run earlier this morning. Shows the storm is more to the east than previously forecast. And then we look at the nav gem. So this is where the snow will be falling. This will be the heaviest snow as it lifts up into New England. And this will bring areas of snow to the region. Now we're going to look at the snowfall amounts. 7 p.m. this evening, this is what we're looking at. Maybe 3-4 inches across parts of the Mid-Atlantic. Higher amounts here in the mountains. And then we go to 1 a.m. on Thursday. We have 5, maybe 9 inches here. This is GFS. And then we go further. This is in 6-hour intervals. And then we look at the European. Seems to be higher, 10 inches here, like in New York City. You can see it right here. This is New York City area. And there's this thin stripe here. So it all depends on where the banding sets up with this system. Wonder if there's anything else I have to show you. Okay. We're going to get now to the forecast. This is for December 19th to 23rd. And we have a quasi-zonal progressive flow across much of the nation. And we have below normal heights forecast over Alaska into western Canada. And heights remain above normal across the Arctic and eastern Canada. So the flow will send a series of will send moisture into the northwest, along with several embedded disturbances, contributing to a heavy rainfall threat. The flow will also have a subtropical connection that will continue to feed into next week. That comes all the way from Japan. And expect coastal rain and elevation snow into next week. The snow will then spread into the western Rockies later in the period. And a cold front moving through the Mississippi Valley will interact with Gulf moisture that will expand eastward with the system as it moves to the southeast coast on Sunday. We're going to look now at the period for December 24th to 28th. And a trough remains across the northeast Pacific. A ridge is forecast over the west. And we have above normal heights here across the high latitudes of the North Atlantic. And we have a trough in the east. So the models are pretty good agreement with that. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures for the west into the Ohio Valley. And I'm forecasting anomalies of 4 to 6 degrees are possible. And below normal temperatures are forecast for this region here with anomalies of 2 to 6 degrees below normal. For precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation for the northwest and for this region. Probability of occurrence is 35 to 40%. And then we have below normal precipitation forecast for this region. Probability of occurrence is 35%. Looking ahead for the period for December 29th to January 2nd. Above normal heights are forecast across western North America and the Northeast. And the high latitudes of the North Atlantic. Some models have a trough in the east, but differ in the strength of the trough. See here, this is European ensembles. Then we look at the was it GEFS? Yeah, GEFS weaker. And then we look at the NAEFS. It even has a weak trough here, so there's a tendency for a trough. So for this forecast period, I'm forecasting a little change in the temperature anomalies. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for this region. Probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%. And then we have above normal precipitation for the southeast and lower mid-Atlantic. Probability of occurrence is 35%. That's the long range weather forecast discussion for December 29th through January 2nd. Thanks for coming to Jim Only's World of Weather and have a good day.